All right, everybody, welcome back to Comic Book Corner. It's another day, another unboxing. Yeah, that's right, man. We just got back a nice box here of some JSA certified goodies. So, without further ado, let's check out what we got back. There's some really cool signed books here. Oh yeah. It's a mix of books for a lot of people in the community. So I'll try to get or to name whose books are whose. Sometimes I do make mistakes. So this one here, which is the first one, it's pretty much a no-brainer. That's the foil Gleason for Wolverine, #1. Super cool. I got this one signed in Florida when I was there this February at MegaCon. So that was awesome. That's another one of the books I got signed by David Nakayama at MegaCon. I went to see him on the Sunday, and man, there was no lineup, no nothing. He signed 20 books for me. Easy peasy. And we got this one. Oh yeah, Nathan Zerdy. Got this one signed also again in Florida, sorry. Super cool, signed it 2025. Very nice. One of my preferred X-Men covers by Nathan Zerdy. And then this was neat, Lufa Girl. So this was a con exclusive. I ended up picking it up. I think this was the Calgary Fan Expo exclusive because she's got the Canadian bathing suit on and the Canadian tattoo. So yeah, man, pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then that was the spot foil, and this is the regular version. So picked up one of each. Probably gonna keep one and sell the other one. Gotta support the habit, you know? I wish I could keep everything. I wish. But man, comics are expensive. All right, let's keep the boat rolling. Here we have some beautiful X-Men's from the Chris Claremont and Jim Lee era of the 90s. We have an issue #2 signed by Claremont at the top here in silver. Got a 9.6 on that. Oh, this one's a beauty. This one's a freaking beauty. Okay, this book I personally got signed by the legend himself, Michael Turner. Probably over 15 years ago. And I can't believe I got a 9.8 on that. This is definitely a keeper. I love this cover. It's one of my favorites that Michael Turner has done of Tomb Raider. And wow, this one's going on the wall, man. Can't believe it hit a 9.8 after all these years. So happy. Very happy with that one. Next, we have this one. I picked up somewhere. I don't know who sold this to me, but very happy that it came back in 9.8. This was not one that I had signed myself personally, but it was picked up from the comic book community here in Montreal. So thank you for that, guys. Then we have, oh, look at this beauty, man. Wolverine 87, signed by Adam Kubert. Very cool, 9.8. Let's see whose book that is. Wolverine. That's another one that, holy crap. That's another one that somebody sold me. And I don't even remember. Very happy I got a 9.8 on that. Jeez. I even forgot this book belonged to me. I don't usually have any signed Wolverines in my collection, but I do now. Damn. And then this one, a little disappointing. Again, I got this one signed in Florida back in February, and I'm not sure why I got a 9.6, to be honest, man. Oh yeah, there's one color breaking spine tick right here. I'll show it to you guys. So There's no way that was there, man, when I sent it in. You can clearly see it. Very visible. This must have happened while it was at the CGC facility, because no freaking way that I would have sent that in knowing there's a huge color break like that. So these types of things seem to be happening more and more, unfortunately. We're at about 5 or 6 or 7 books in the past year that have been slightly damaged. Some more severely than others, unfortunately. All right. Got some more goodies here. Beautiful book signed by Todd McFarlane himself. Look at this. Spawn Newsstand Edition number 2. I think this one belongs to Christian. Congrats, man. He bought it off me a while back, and he's like, you know what? Let's send it in, get it authenticated. So happy it came back legit. And because you never know when you're buying these books in large collections, and some of them turn out to be signed. There's no way to check or know if it's legit or not unless you get it graded and certified by JSA. So in this case, I'm happy for Christian that the book he got from me was actually a real signature. So next we have another book here. This one was really tough to work on. It had a lot of creases in the back, small creases that I don't know if we're going to be able to see it in the video. Maybe see right there. So that wrinkle was very prominent, and I was able to press it, but it still has a small residue. And I was a little concerned it might not get a 9.8. I was really hoping it would, but it ended up with a 9.6, unfortunately. Even though in the past I've submitted the exact same book with the exact same defect and gotten a 9.8 on it. So it's sometimes it's a roll of the dice. It's who you get at CGC, and sometimes they don't know it's a production-wide issue, and they'll knock you down to a 9.6, man. Here we have another beautiful book that was shipped over from Calgary, and this was a beautiful Todd McFarlane signature that was done at the Fan Expo in Calgary, and I'm very happy that the book came back in 9.2. That's super, super, super awesome, man. I think that was the best grade we were expecting for the book. So to actually attain a 9.2 on that, very, very happy. Next, we have 2 more X-Men's from the Jim Lee era. So we have issue 1, again in a 9.6, signed by Claremont. And we have another cover here of issue 1 again, also signed by Claremont, also 9.6. Sorry, these X-Men's were really, really in bad shape, and I'm actually really surprised that they came back this high. I was expecting 9.2s, 9.4s at best. So to get back 3 9.6s on 3 books that look like trash when I got them is pretty shocking, to be honest. Next, what else we got here? Oh yeah, okay. So we have some books for, I think these are Santino's. Yes. We have a Carnage USA that was signed by Ramos. I don't know if that's a variant edition. Yeah, it is a variant edition. So it hit a 9.4. It does have a few color breaking spine ticks. So we knew it wasn't going to be a 9.8. But I guess it was still worth grading, considering it is a ratio variant. After that, we have, again for Santino, this beautiful Jenny Friesen, Something is Killing the Children, 21, cover A. And it's dual signed? No, signed by Friesen, and 9.8. Congrats, Santino. And then another one for Santino. This one is dual signed. Beautiful Punisher #1, the Ross Timeless Virgin variant. It's signed by Alex Ross and Roy Thomas. No, sorry, Gary Conway and Roy Thomas. So they were the original artist and writer, I think, on the Amazing Spider-Man 129 run, where this Punisher was, or made his first appearance. And last but not least, who does this belong to? Don't want to get it wrong. Let me check my documents. Yes, Kevin Carroll. Kevin gave me this book, an ASM 300, and we got it signed and graded. No, sorry. It was signed on the first page by Todd McFarlane, and now we know that it's legit, so it got authenticated, and it says on the label, signed on the first page, and Todd McFarlane authenticated. So that's pretty cool. Pretty nice to get a 9.2 on that. And that was the last book. No, there's one more. There's one more book. The last book. This one was a weird one. To be honest, I've never seen this book before in my life. And again, Christian gave me the book. And this is signed by actually 3 of the creators. And it's a music band that put out a comic book. And from what he told me, he was at New York Comic Con and he was walking by a booth and he saw the musicians there and walked in to inquire because he knows the band and or he's familiar with the band, and he said, "Hey, what are you guys doing here?" And they told him about this comic book that they've created. So he bought 1 or 2, I think, and he got them signed, and he gave one to his friend and he kept one for himself. So that's a pretty neat story, man. Pretty cool to not even expect to run into somebody at a major convention like that, and boom, there they are selling a comic book. How crazy is that? So that's pretty much it for today's unboxing, guys. I'm really happy you joined Comic Book Corner, and please like and subscribe and come back for more unboxings. We are gonna have some more stuff tomorrow and Monday, all depending on if they clear customs quickly enough. Thanks again, and see you soon.